So ingredient costs overall are stable, but everyone cares about the turkey. What are you seeing there, especially as we round up into, oh boy, and there's one.
That guy.
How much does that guy cost, and how does that compare to last year?
Well, this will probably be about close to a 20-pounder. And we're about $3 a pound right now. But one thing I recommend everybody, get a fresh turkey. This is from the Lehigh Valley in Pennsylvania. It's an award-winning turkey, and it's free range. So get a fresh turkey. If you can get it free range, no hormones, no antibiotics, don't waste your money on a frozen turkey. I saw them for 49 cents out there on special. Don't buy that turkey, okay?
Don't buy it. Okay.
That thing's been in a freezer for 6 months.
I will not buy that frozen turkey, and we appreciate the PSA. But you mentioned, of course, that turkey came from a local farm. So give us a feel about how the farmers are feeling, because we talk about ingredient costs, but you consider labor costs, farm incomes. What are you seeing there in those conversations?
Every farmer I talk to, the first thing that comes out of their mouth is the cost of labor right now. It's going up, and we haven't raised our turkey price this year, but we had to negotiate that a little bit because our farmer wanted to raise his price. But we didn't want to, we wanted to keep the price the same. So his costs have gone up, his feed costs, his energy costs are, even here at our food stores, they've gone up substantially. So there's pressure on retailers and farmers today to contain the costs.
Stu, I am curious, though. I mean, when customers come into the store, particularly not just for the holiday season, but really over the last few months, we've been talking on the show a lot about how people are really concerned about prices, particularly food prices. When they're coming into the store, are they just looking for the things that are on sale, looking for the bargains? Are they still willing to pay for, I guess, the more luxury items, if you will, for lack of a better word?
Yeah, you know what? It's funny, but our prime steaks, the grade, it's up about 20% this year. It's like Haagen-Dazs ice cream is still up in sales. I think people right now, what we notice is they're not eating out at restaurants enough, and they want to come and cook it themselves. They can save a lot of money by making it themselves at home.
Is there a sense, though, I mean, that and when people come in, in fact, we were speaking yesterday with the CEO of Butterball, Jay Jandra, and he talked about this idea that for holidays, people are going to spend no matter what. They want their table to be full and bountiful, as I think most of us want to do. So do you get that sense that as people come in for the full table, not just the turkey, but all the accoutrements that go with it, it's still the same spend, more or less, that they would have done in previous years?
Yeah, it's pretty stable around here. You had great reduction in egg prices. Butter prices are down. Those are the big items at Thanksgiving right now. Most things are about the same price. The one thing that you're going to feel a little bit of pinch, here's one of our nice ribeye steak, romaine. How would you like to put that on the grill tonight?
I would love, Stu, I would love to put that on the grill. I would love to put that fresh free-range turkey in the oven. I should also point out that I'm one of the few people in my family that eats meat. So if they're not eating turkey and they're not eating, prime rib and things like that, what other options are there out there?
Well, ham is big at Thanksgiving right now, to do a turkey and a ham. We sell a lot of smoked ham. One of the things we're noticing, the customer seems to be buying right now. I mean, they're the store's doing well, and we got the customers coming in. You hear ripples of people about the cost of food this year because it has gone up. I mean, the tariffs have obviously, you got to build them in a little bit into your pricing. You can't eat them all. We're dealing with mostly small farms, not the big Kellogg's and Procter & Gamble's and stuff. We're dealing with small farms, and we don't want to hurt them, so we're splitting a lot of the tariffs with them.
Yeah.
In some instances, the importers have decided to eat the tariffs themselves and not bring it on to us, like in the case of bananas, for instance. But Trump just relaxed the tariffs. So I think you're going to see food costs stable. I could see them maybe coming down in the future if we can get this tariff situation in check right now.
Yeah, well said, Stu. Well, that's why we like talking to you. You always have a nice read here on not only your consumers, but of course everything that goes into supplying the food to them. And of course, love your personality. What's that?
Hey, Romaine, one thing I do this mashed potato index.
Okay.
Doesn't it make sense that we have mashed potatoes that our chefs make at like $4 a pound, and then you can buy a potato for $1 a pound? So when the economy's sort of tough, wouldn't you expect the whole potatoes to go up in sales?
I would think so.
And people mash them and make them at home, right?
Yeah.
It's not the case right now.
Okay.
Our mashed potatoes by our chefs are up in sales. So what does that tell you about the economy?